Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Amy Esther here, and today I wanted to share with you some gift ideas for the chronically ill. I have several chronic illnesses, and so I have a lot of experience with some good products for people who are chronically ill. And since it's the holiday season, I thought we should share some fun gifts, whether it be you watching this for yourself and want to make yourself a gift list, because to be honest, sometimes I buy myself gifts because it makes me feel good and I always know exactly what I want because I am me. So sometimes I buy gifts for myself. So that might be your case, or you might be watching this for a friend or family member who suffers from a chronic illness. And I just thought I would give you some of my best gift ideas. If it's your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button, especially if you have a chronic illness. I make videos about life with chronic illness here on YouTube multiple times a week. Everything will be linked in the description below. So if you want to purchase any of these items, I will have a link for you. Some of these links will be affiliate links, meaning I do get a small portion if you purchase something. However, just know that I will never share something that I don't genuinely love. But it does help me to create more content for you if I do get a little bit of compensation for some of the things that I share. So it would be much appreciated if you do decide to purchase anything if you use the links below. The first big thing is sleep, okay? People who are chronically ill, almost every chronic illness struggles with sleep in one way or another. You guys know, if you've been here before, that I love my adjustable bed. However, I also understand that many people do not have $1,000 to spend on an adjustable bed. I'll link the one down below that we have if you're interested. But there's some other ways that you can help people who are chronically ill get better sleep that aren't so expensive. So one, especially if you know someone who has a condition called POTS or fibromyalgia, those two especially, a wedge pillow can be really helpful. Or like one of those U-shaped pillows, the pregnancy pillows. I got one of those for my pregnancy, and it's actually been really beneficial just for me sleep overall, not even when I'm pregnant. Or even just a simple, comfortable pillow. Finding a nicer pillow than they have just to help them get a little bit better sleep would be really helpful. Also, eye masks. They have lots of different ones. I will link my favorites down below. I won't sleep without an eye mask. I don't know why. I just cannot do it anymore. Even if my room is totally dark, I still need to wear an eye mask, and it really helps me sleep so much better when I wear one. The next thing, I know I talk about it in way too many videos, but I'm obsessed with it, and it's my cordless vacuum, and it is been a game changer. I just love it. It makes it really quick and easy for me to vacuum because it's very light and it's cordless, and so it takes me about half the time to vacuum than it used to, as well as about half the energy that it used to. And so that's a big thing. If someone that you know is living with chronic illness, they have a hard time keeping their home clean, then this would be a game changer for them. The one I have is the Dyson Animal V11. I will link it down below. It is expensive. It's about $600, I think. But to me, it's worth it. So I will also link a few that are a little bit cheaper if you are not looking to go that expensive. I've watched a lot of comparison videos here on YouTube of the Dyson versus cheaper ones, and most all of them say that the Dyson is so much more powerful that it gets a lot more of the dust and the small pieces out of the carpet. To me, that is a must-have because I have pretty bad allergies, so I need to get all the dust out of my house and all the animal hair and all of those things. And so to me, it's worth it for the money. I've talked about it a lot here on my channel. I'll try to make this short because I know I talk about it way too much, but to me, it is worth the money, 100%, but I will link a couple other options because anything light and cordless, at least it's better than a big, heavy plug-in vacuum. So again, I'd go with the Dyson, but do what is best for your budget. The next thing, kind of funny, but a squatty potty. You guys, maybe you have to know this person well. So maybe for a spouse or someone that you're really close to, rather than just, maybe like a cousin who has a chronic illness, might be a little awkward to give to them, but the squatty potty is life-changing. I actually lived in China for a while, and all the toilets in China are squatters. Not all of them. In homes, they're usually normal toilets, but anywhere in public, they are squatters. And it is so much more natural to go to the bathroom that way when you are squatting versus just sitting on a toilet. It just helps things move along. So, sorry if that's gross, but I love my squatty potty, and I think it's totally worth it, and it has made a big difference because a lot of us with chronic illness, as much as we don't want to admit it, we have some digestion issues. So, squatty potty, my friends. The next one is a weighted blanket. I guess I should have put this with the sleep section, but I use my weighted blanket when I sleep and just all around during the day. My one big suggestion with a weighted blanket is to get one that has a cover so that you can wash it, because that's the biggest issue I had with my first weighted blanket, is that you can't wash it because of the weights that are in it. But they have some that have a cover. Now it's kind of obnoxious to take the cover off and put it back on, but it is so much better so that you can actually wash it instead of just having this weighted blanket that you use 4 times a day and it just gets disgusting really fast. It really helps if you or your chronic illness friend has a lot of pain, as well as anxiety. So if they're suffering from mental illnesses as well, a weighted blanket is a must-have. Okay, the next one is some kind of a service, and particularly for me, and this is coming from someone who lives with chronic illness, the things that I would prefer the most, which would be a cleaning service or a babysitting service. So it can be really hard to take care of kids all day long. I have a newborn and a toddler, and it is exhausting without a chronic illness, so I'm super exhausted. But having either you just offering to come clean their house. Maybe you say, like, here's a little coupon for a free deep clean of your house once a month for 3 months or something. I don't know, however much you want to do, or even just one time thing. I will deep clean your house. You just tell me the time and the day and I will be there. And this is something that you don't have to pay for, totally free. You obviously can get a cleaning service. Like, you could go out to someone who you will pay money and they will come and clean your friend's house, or you can just give them this service of saying, I'm going to come to your house. If they're one of those people that have a hard time like accepting things, or you just know that they would say, oh, thank you, and then never actually use it, then I would tell them the date that you are coming. I would say, January 3rd at 3 p.m. I will be at your house and I'm going to deep clean until midnight. Like, until everything's clean, I will be deep cleaning your house. Or if they're a little more of an assertive person, then I would just say, you tell me the date and time, I will come and clean your house. And again, cleaning, babysitting, I think those would be the 2 big ones that I could think of. If they have anything else, maybe they have a really messy car, they have a hard time getting their car cleaned, you could offer for that. Mowing their lawn, doing some gardening, any kind of service-based thing, free. If you don't have any money, I think that is the perfect gift for someone who has a chronic illness. Okay, the next thing is shameless plug for my course, which is called Chronically Me, and it is about how to live a happy life while living chronically ill. I actually have a productivity course as well, but Chronically Me is my main course. So anyone watching this, I am offering 20% off my courses. I have a bundle where you get both the productivity and the happiness course, or you can just buy one of the 2. But I'm going to offer 20% to anyone watching this video. So if you're buying it for someone else, a gift, or if you're buying it for yourself, there is a 20% off coupon. I will leave it in the description below. Not to toot my own horn, but it is life-changing. I've had amazing reviews from people who have done the course and just seen such a change in their lives, and they've gone from, being really sad and having such a hard time living chronically ill to being able to enjoy their life again. And it is basically a course sharing all the things that I did to go from being depressed to happy. And I genuinely will say right now that I am happy that I live chronically ill. Like, it has changed my life. It has made me a better person. I am happy to be in the life that I am, even though I am chronically ill. So anyway, to learn how to do that or to share it with someone else, 20% off using chronic gifts. Using the code chronic gifts, you will receive 20% off that. So the next kind of section of gift ideas are like massage spa based. So giving them either maybe if they're a spouse, again, a service based thing that's free, giving them a massage or giving them like a coupon for a massage or a pedicure or something like that you do for them. You could also give them a gift card to a massage place, like someone who's a professional doing the massage or some kind of spa treatment, or giving them like small things that they can do on their own at any time. So maybe giving them a little pedicure, one of those little water pedicure things you put your feet in. I don't know what they're called. I will link it down below. But some kind of like little spa gifts or gift set that they can do on their own as a self-care thing, as to help them, mentally to take care of themselves, because that's a big thing. Is we often are taking so much care of our physical health. We're trying to eat right and exercise and do whatever medications and whatever treatments we're on. We're like so focused on that we forget about just taking care of our hygiene and our health and our mental health and taking some me time. So some kind of a spa-like gift I think could be really helpful for someone who is chronically ill. The next little section would be things that they can do when they're not feeling good. So I would recommend not doing something that is technology. And the reason why is because it sounds like that would be nice, like watching a movie or playing on an iPad or something like that sounds nice if you're not feeling good. But I feel like if you do it too much, it ends up having harmful effects to your mental health. We already lay around a lot. And so to me, something that is more interactive, so maybe they like to sew or doing some kind of crafting type thing could be helpful for them if they are into that stuff. Other ideas would be a journal. I love having a journal for when I'm having a bad day and just being able to write anything. That's a really cheap gift too, is a journal or a planner of some sort. Books, and maybe even a coloring book. They have those adult coloring books, depending on how old they are. But they have those like really fancy ones that can be really fun if you are just needing something to do while you're laying around and you're sick of TV and you just want to do something that doesn't make you more sick, but you don't want to do any more technology. That can be a really good thing to do. The next one, super easy, is cash. Just sending them some Venmo or giving them some cash, because then they can buy what they want. And I know this sounds super insensitive, but I'm gonna be honest, I love getting cash. Like if someone's gonna give me a gift, I would much prefer cash, because then I get to choose what I want and I know for sure I'm gonna like it. Or maybe I want to save for something. Maybe they are struggling financially, and just giving them a little cash to help them out. Or even just giving them a little cash so that they can maybe go out to eat once this week, or they can do something that they don't normally do because they're tight on cash with their medical bills and things. I know it sounds insensitive, but if you do it in the right way, I think cash can be a wonderful gift. So the next section is food related. A lot of people with chronic illness have digestive issues like we talked about, but now we're going to talk about this end of things. So some of my favorite kitchen gadgets would be the Instant Pot, so they can cook really quick, easy meals, or a crock pot. Also quick and easy. It just, you do it at different times of the day, right? One just cooks all day, one cooks really fast. So Instant Pot, crock pot, the toaster oven. I love my toaster oven, especially for like lunches. I can just throw some veggies in the oven, and I don't have to turn on my whole oven and heat up my whole house. It's super quick and easy. I love my toaster oven. And then one of my other favorites is I have the NutriBullet, which is just like a blender, a fancy blender, but I use it almost every day. So you can make smoothies in it. I make like healthy treats, healthy brownies and things in it. I use my NutriBullet all the time. Other food related would be expensive ingredients. A lot of specific diets use a lot of expensive ingredients. So things that I use, I have a paleo diet, and so I need things like tiger nut flour and coconut flour and things that are just a little pricier and I don't always want to spend the money on, but they make me feel so much better if I use those ingredients. So maybe talking to them, just bringing up like, hey, are there any cool recipes you want to try? And they might mention like, oh, I want to try this one, but you know, banana flour is so expensive, so I'll try that later. So just kind of try to get an idea of some of the expensive ingredients that they like to use, especially things that can last longer like flours and stuff. And just be nice to have on hand if you are living chronically ill and you're trying to eat healthy and it's just really expensive. The next one is zip up bedding. It's called Betty's. I haven't tried them. This is one, it's on my list of things I want, but it's just super quick and easy to make your bed. And it's really one of those things that just kind of like the vacuum, it would just make life a little bit easier. We only have so much energy during the day, so using a little bit less to make our beds. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I'll just link it down below and you can look into it. They're pretty expensive, which is why I don't have one yet, but it is definitely on my list of things I want. So the next thing is some comfortable but cute clothes. I have noticed that a lot of comfy stuff is just really frumpy, and I get into the habit of wearing really frumpy clothes because I just want to be comfortable, because I don't feel good, but then it just helps you mentally when you actually wear cute clothes too. I don't know why, if you get ready and you wear some cute clothes, you just feel a little bit better. And so I would recommend getting some comfy, cute clothes. I have actually a merch store that, another shameless plug, I will link down below some of my merchandise, some hats and sweaters and things that I tried to make really cute but also very comfortable. But there's definitely lots of options. You can go to Ross or Target and get some, cheap t-shirts and sweatpants. Just make them a little bit cuter so they don't feel like they're wearing pajamas all day every day. The next one is an activity tracker or a Fitbit of some kind. This is one of my favorite things. Whatever chronic illness they have, I think it can be helpful to watch steps, have something that shows the time, because sometimes you lose track of time because you're just kind of laying around all day. Also, for me particularly, having a heart rate monitor is really important for one of my conditions. So I think some kind of activity tracker, there's a lot of different options. There's more expensive ones and cheaper ones. I'll link my favorites down below, but there are lots of options for that. Another good gift would be a diffuser, like an essential oils diffuser. I personally am not huge into essential oils. I'm not against them, but I'm just not huge into it. However, I know a lot of people with chronic illnesses use a lot of essential oils. So a diffuser can be a really nice thing for someone who's living chronically ill. Next section is exercise related. So any kind of exercise equipment, depending on what they do. I think a yoga mat is something that anyone with a chronic illness can use. However, if there are specific like exercises, for example, I have a postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, so lifting weights really helps me. So like a little weight set would be something that for me would be really good. However, other chronic illnesses, that might not be the best option. So if you don't know for sure, I'd say yoga mat is definitely something that anyone with chronic illness could use, or just something specific for their exercise routine. And then also a water bottle, a really nice one, something that stays cold really long. I love my Hydro Flask, that's my favorite brand, so I will link that down below, but some kind of nice water bottle would be a really good option. And then the last one would be an air purifier. A lot of us deal with, I kind of talked about this with the vacuum, is allergies and things like that. So I think an air purifier might be really nice to just help anyone who's having health issues, just to clear out the air and make things all nice and beautiful. So you guys, those are all of the things that I thought of that would be good gifts for someone with chronic illness. If you have any other ideas, will you please leave them in the comments below so that if anyone's watching this and they can get even more ideas from you guys, because I definitely don't have all the answers. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video.